Thanks for tuning in tonight. My name is Christianne. I'm here with my movement, and we're going to explore the practice of Yin Yoga. If you're newer to the Yin Yoga practice, it is a radically slowed down, radically inclusive, moving meditation. It's a beautiful way to unite both our bodies and our minds. And it's beautiful because it goes a little bit slower and there's less stress about alignment. It's more about dropping fully into our shapes and then deeper within to our meditation. And the one thing that brings it all together is our breath. So that's the point focus as we begin to explore this experience together tonight, right? So we're going to find a comfortable position to begin. And I just want you to take a moment here to clear your space of any distraction that you can, right? So take the time to turn off the phone if you can, put it to the side. Maybe turn down some lights, and if you'd like to use any props, you can go ahead and grab them now. I personally like to use blocks if you have them. If you don't, we can get creative. Maybe grab a pillow, foam roller, something that you can use to support yourself through the experience. They're not necessary, but it will make it a little bit easier if you do have them available. So take a moment to grab your things, and I'm going to meet you on the mat, and we'll begin. So as you arrive on your mat here tonight, we're going to start lying down. You keep your blocks, your pillows nearby if you have them. Take a moment to just stretch all the way out on your mat, and we'll take this time to begin to connect with our breath and perhaps set intention if you'd like to hear this evening. So allow ourselves to lie down. You can stretch the legs, the arms, all the way out. We'll take a moment to point out through the toes, reach out through the fingertips. Really stretch and close down the eyes. Bend and flex the feet a few times, roll out the ankles. And then you can release your arms to your sides. Allow the palms to face up toward the ceiling. And your feet to be about a hip distance apart, or as wide as your mouth. Eyes closed down. Relax the jaw so the mouth is slightly open. Begin to relax the space between your eyebrows and the corners of your eyes. Just allowing yourself to become as still as you can here in this moment, so that we can begin to connect with our breath. So together, let's find a big breath in through the nose. Deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. And allow yourself to breathe in. Deep exhale. Together, once again, take a slightly bigger breath. Lift your heart. Full sigh out, let it go. And then keep going. Continuing to breathe. And naturally, just starting to become aware of the natural ebb and flow of your breath. So here in stillness, not trying to force or manipulate your breathing pattern. But here in the space, becoming a witness, right, to where your breath is naturally flowing, right, where it's effortless. And exhaling, perhaps noticing where there's a bit of opportunity to let go a little bit more. Striving here to bring our awareness solely to our breath. in this beginning our point focus meditation here this evening. Place awareness on the breath because this is what supports our lives. Right? The shapes that we'll create here on this mat tonight, it's what gives them life, feeling. And as we step off the mat, right, into our lives, our bigger yoga practice, our breath will support us there. Right, so it is our anchor through everything that we'll feel here in this experience, like I said, this evening. And then as we move through the rest of our practice. So invite yourself to lie still for a few more moments, using this time to connect. And if you'd like to connect a bit deeper, you can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. To feel the waves of breath moving through you. So I'm not asking you to breathe to the sound of my voice. Here is a gentle reminder. But it is your goal, right, here in stillness, and then again as we create shapes, to strive to balance the length of your inhales with your exhales. Try that again. Take a bigger breath in. Feel the heart lift, belly expand. Deep breathing out. Feel calm within body and mind. Let's do that again together. Take a bigger breath, fully expanding your lungs. Deeper exhale out. Invite in a few more rounds here. Watching the smooth, steady breath that we're finding. Allowing this to be your point of reference, right? Your point of focus as we go deeper into the shapes, and we may begin to unearth sensation in body, perhaps thought in the mind. Again, to remain a witness to then what we feel. And stay steady with our breath, because that is what we take with us off the mat as we're met with challenges, right? Different situations. It's the smooth, steady breathing that allows us to move through and not away. We'll take one more breath here. Big inhale. And deep exhale. And then as you inhale, you can begin to reach the arms up overhead. Take a full breath. Reach with the fingertips. Draw the legs together. You point out through the toes. Stretch all the way out. Get a little bit longer. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, go to your max. And then as you exhale, begin to pull the knees in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Again, keeping your eyes closed down. Just hug the legs in. Right, you'll hear me throughout this experience tonight to ask you to close your eyes. And we do this to feel more authentically, right, from within. Not perceiving with our sight, right, how it looks. Really tuning in to what you're beginning to feel and what we can work with here this evening. So rock a little bit more back and forth. Keep the head, the neck, the shoulders on the earth. Take a little flex of the feet. Hug the legs in a bit closer. And then as you inhale, I want you to reach your arms and your legs all the way out, but keep them off the earth. And you can begin to lift up the head. And then as you exhale, begin to draw everything in. Curl up like a little ball. Then try that again. Take a bigger inhale, expand. Reach out your fingers and toes. Exhale, pull everything in. We're going to go a few more times. So reach out a little bit further. Sync it up with breath. Deep exhale, hug everything in tighter, maybe forehead to knees. And you'll find two more. Expand, keep the low back on the earth, reach your fingers and toes. Deep breathing out, draw it in closer. Good job. Let's do that one more time. Get as long as you can. Biggest breath out. Hug it all the way in, forehead to knees. And then you can release your head, your neck, your shoulders back down on the earth. Release your feet behind your sit bones. And we're going to move into a moving bridge, and then we'll hold. Right, so if you have blocks or pillows nearby, keep them close. So feet are beneath the knees, back body on the ground, arms to the sides. Place a little bit more weight in your feet. And then as you inhale, begin to lift your hips up and roll up the length of the spine. And then exhale, you can lower yourself down one vertebra at a time. Eyes closed. Big inhale, ground through your feet, lift your hips. Deep breathing out, lower all the way down. Let's do that once more and we'll hold now. So take a full inhale, ground through your feet, lift. And then stay for the exhale. And this will be the first shape that will hold. So if you have your blocks or any pillows, you'll place them beneath your sacrum. Right? If you're on a block, I recommend you start at the lowest height, because the magic of the yin practice is that we stay still, right? More passive and peaceful in the exploration of both body and mind. So stay grounded through your feet. Arms lengthening out to the sides. So if you'd like, you can bring them up overhead. Get any little fidgets out here, readjustment, comfort, right? We're not falling asleep in the shape, but we're not forcing. That is where I'm going to ask you to stay. So closing your eyes back down. And reconnecting with your breath. So together, great big inhale. And deep exhales. And stay still in the shape. Take a full breath in. And a deep breathing out. Hold your bridge. Stay good. Take a bigger inhale. Lungs fully expand. Even deeper. Just my wish for our time together is that you're not waiting for me to tell you to breathe. I'm here as a gentle reminder that you begin to form that trust, the rhythmic ebb and flow of your breath. So you can move deeper into your meditation here tonight. Be something that comes from it. And as our goals lead to the sounds of the heart and the talks of the mind, right? Our thoughts, our feelings. And to ask ourselves, right? Are these things here, something that will elevate, right? My self-talk. Am I speaking truth to myself? Are these Words within, uplifting. So noticing here where the most experience. Right? We heal when we get real. So if there's something within, we're not here to avoid, but we're in a safe space to listen closely, right? To look these thoughts, these feelings in the eye and ask where we can grow. Right? What can we begin to move through here in this experience tonight? As well as staying present in the shape and the breath, supporting all the exploration. Right, so we have about 30 more seconds here. If you'd like to change the height of the back bend, right, maybe you're changing the height of the block, you can bring it up a little higher. If you felt it was too intense where you are, you can always bring it a little bit lower. Stay connected to your breath. Bigger inhale. Deeper exhale. Full breath in through your nose. Deep exhale out your mouth. Let's do that one more time together. Find your biggest breath, lungs fully expand. Biggest breath out, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then we're going to begin to release this shape. So place a little bit more weight in your feet. If you have a prop beneath you, place it to the side. We'll need it later in the experience. Release your back body onto the earth. And we'll neutralize the spine here. So stretch the legs back out once again. Point through the toes. Arms reach all the way up overhead. Stretch to the fingertips. And then on your breath out, begin to draw your knees back in toward your chest. So wrap your arms around your shins. Give a little rock, a sway back and forth. Stay long through the back of the neck. Big inhale. And deep exhale. And we're going to remain on our backs for a few more moments. Everyone stretch your arms out to the sides. Allow your palms to face up toward the ceiling. Give a bend to the knees so they track over your hips. We'll find a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to drop your knees over to the right side of your mat and then scoot your hips to the center of the mat as you turn your head out toward the left side. If there's a gap between your knees, this is where you can grab your pillow or a block. Just create a bit more space through the hips and the back body. Heads turn to the left side, knees are to the right. Left shoulder blade is on the earth. Again, palms are facing up to open up a little bit more across the chest. Begin to invite in stillness and allow your breath to support you here. So together, find a big inhale. And deep exhale. Again, find a bigger breath through the nose. Deep exhale out. Together, lungs expand. Big exhale. And keep going. And lean back into the rhythm of breath that is balanced and fully supportive to you. My breath cues, my count may be different than your natural sustainable rhythm, and that's okay. It's your breath that supports you and that illuminates your life. And the quality of our breath creates the quality of our lives. I'll encourage you, right, to take it slow. Strive to keep it steady. full and deep. So lungs are fully expanded. Breathing all the way out, not holding on. Try that again. Even deeper breathing out. Again, remaining a witness to your breath. It's opportunity here. So if our breath feels a little stuck, stagnant, somewhere within our bodies, that's okay. Now, with this awareness is where we dive in a little bit deeper, right? What can we adjust? Where can we pause and stay a little bit longer? That's it. You're going to take 2 more here. Lungs fully expand. Deeper exhale out, navel to your spine. And again, great big inhale. Deepest exhale. Then on your breath in, begin to drift back through center. Knees come over your hips. Scoot the butt back through center. And then we're going to move to the opposite side. So knees go over to the left. And your head's going to turn out toward the right. You can bring your hips to the center of the mat. Use the block or pull on the other side to bring between the knees. We'll bring some ease to the low back. It's okay if the thighs touch, but we want to stack our hips. Head turns out toward the right side. Right shoulder blade will rest on the earth. Allow the palms to stay open. Close the eyes back down. Find a big breath in. Deep exhale out. That's it. Reconnect. Big inhale. Big exhale. Again, full breath in. Deeper breathing out. Again, keep going. Sinking deeper into the shape. And supported by a rhythmic breath. And with this awareness of breath here, the goal is to have it flow freely throughout our entire being. Remaining a witness, right? We can notice, again, where there's opportunity. Where can the breath go deeper? At that point, maybe we're noticing a bit of tension. Does it reside in the shoulders? Can you soften a bit more there into the earth? Perhaps it's in the details, the space between the eyebrows, the corners of the eyes. And you release and relax a little bit more there. That's it. And we'll take a few more breaths, bigger inhales. And deeper exhales. Take a bigger breath in. Exhale more. Good job, everyone. 2 more times. Deep breathing out. That's it. Once more, expand your lungs. Find a bigger exhale. And on your breath in, let's come back through center 1 more time. If you have any props here, release them and place them to the side of your mat. Neutralizing the spine, stretch the legs all the way out, arms up overhead. Big inhale, reach through fingers and toes. And then breath out, pull the knees in toward the heart. Give yourself a hug, bind the arms around the shins. Take a little rock back and forth. Keep the tailbone on the earth. And I'm going to ask you to roll over to your side body and pause for a moment here. Stacking your shoulders, stack your hips. Keep your eyes closed down. Use your arm as a pillow. And find breath here. Big inhale. Deep exhale. And before we move deeper into this experience here tonight, I ask you to set an intention for your practice. And I'm not telling you what to meditate on, where your awareness should lie right here tonight. The practice of yoga is more than movement. It's a lifestyle. Carving out this time, like we have, requires discipline. So I ask you to ask yourself an honest question here. What is it that you desire here in your practice this evening? Are you using this space, this time, to cultivate more love, more compassion for yourself? Is there a corner of the mind that you're desiring to get quiet enough to listen to explore in a safe space with support? If you feel you have excess energy tonight, you can make this practice an offering. Perhaps there is someone or something you would like to send your energy to, and you have that freedom as well. Take a moment to consider here and fill it up with your breath. And deep exhale. Let's take one more deep breathing in. Big breathing out. Hold on to your intention and begin to place some weight in your palm. You're going to rise all the way up, come up to sit. And you can face either direction on your mat. So stay the long ways. You're finding your sit bones on the earth. And just blink your eyes open for a moment. Right? Sit up nice and tall. Keep a soft gaze through the eyes. Right? Stay on this inward journey. Lightly aware. You can shake out the legs a little bit. Right? Take a moment to sit up nice and tall. And then I'm going to ask you to cross up your legs. Right? Find a Sukhasana. Allow your shoulders to stack over your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Roll the neck out. Take it slow. And even here in these simple shapes, still stay with breath. Big inhales. And exhales. Take one more, sit up a little bit taller, relax the shoulders. And deep breathing out. And then come into stillness once again. Shoulders over your hips. Take a full inhale. And deep exhale. And then as you inhale, go ahead, rise the arms all the way up. Big breathing in, palms will press. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist over to the right side. So back of left hand to right knee. Right hand comes behind your sit bones. Sit up nice and tall. Big inhale. And then allow yourself to twist as you exhale. So you're beginning to gaze for the back of the space. Remember, soft gaze through your eyes. Chin coming over your shoulder. Deep breathing in, sit tall. Deep breath out. Feel your navel come in toward your spine. Do that once more, full breath. And big exhale. And then as you inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. So stay rooted through your seat. Back of right hand to your knee. Left hand behind your butt. Sit up nice and tall. Use your breath out to twist. Full breath in. Exhale, turning the head toward the back of the room. Let's do that one more time. Big breath. And deep exhale. And then invite yourself back through center once again. Full breath, arms will rise all the way up. And then as you exhale, release your hands to your sides. I'm going to ask you to stretch the legs out one more time. Give them a little shake. And then I want you to recross them in the opposite way. Right? The way that's maybe a little unfamiliar, slightly uncomfortable, but that's okay. And then I want you to grab any props that you may have. So if you have some blocks, grab them. If you have a pillow, that's great too. We're going to find a forward fold from here, but keeping our sit bones rooted on the earth. We don't want to force this forward bend so the forehead rests on the earth, but keep it passive and peaceful so that we can sink and soften into the shape to go deeper within mind and body. All right, so sit bones are rooted on the earth. If you have a block, place it in front of you. Your forehead will rest there. If forward bend is feeling a little tight this evening, you can even use a second block as well. Support yourself. So take a moment to sit up nice and tall, big breathing in. And then as you exhale, you can begin to forward fold. So forehead can rest on the block or two, or the pillow. Hands will crawl out in front of you, palms flat on the earth. Take a full big inhale, breathe into the back of the heart. Exhale, allow yourself to fold a little bit deeper as you relax your shoulders. Together once again, great big breath. Even deeper exhale. Allow yourself to keep going. Again, not waiting for the sound of my voice to cue your breath. Here, forming that deeper trust and that relationship to your breath. Watching the thoughts within mind. And the deeper sensations that are beginning to awaken within our bodies. So again, I encourage you to take these breaths super slow. Allow the exhales to be full and deep. And staying connected to breaths that are balanced and rhythmic. To bring more ease into the physical body. And clarity within the mind. Noticing here is there's still awareness of intention. Or these thoughts that are moving through our minds. It's something that deserves our awareness right here, right now. These thoughts, something that will elevate our internal self-talk, our speak, our story. And I ask you this because the thoughts within create our realities, the way in which that we perceive our worlds, which then becomes our outer world. Again, just awareness without judgment. With each cycle of breath, we have the ability and the freedom to begin to rewrite that script. It doesn't have to be a drastic shift, but just one cycle of breath at a time, drawing in perhaps what we seek and gradually releasing what is not serving us right here, right now. We have 30 seconds in this shape, so if you desire to go deeper, maybe you're releasing the block or changing the height, you can go there, but just watch the breath as we shift these shapes. The breath becomes short, right? Stagnant. That is our cue to pull back a little bit, readjust, realign, and then sink in. Stay rooted through your sit bones, big inhale. And deep exhale. Stay long through the back of the neck, deep breath. Full exhale out. Job everyone, one more time, lungs expand. Deepest exhale. And gradually begin to release the shape. So again, eyes closed. Just feel your hands on the earth. We're going to walk it in a bit. Place your props to the side of your mat. Take a moment to sit tall. Breathe in, eyes closed. Big exhale. So let's do that one more time. Big breath. And breathe out. So then from here, we're going to make our way out to a tabletop position. So you can roll to the side, swing the legs to the side and crawl out. If it's available to you, you're going to roll over to your hands and your knees, placing your hands beneath your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. Strive to stay toward the center of your mat. Just take a moment to spread your fingers nice and wide on the earth. Fingertips pressing down, ball mats of the hands, heels of the hands. Let the arms get a little bit straighter. Draw the crown of the head forward, tailbone back in space. Take a big inhale. And deep exhale. Stay still, find one more, lungs expand. Deep breathing out. And then as you inhale, find your cow pose. You're going to tilt your chin high, drop your belly, lift your tailbone. As you exhale, come into your cat pose. You press the earth away, round the spine toward the ceiling. We'll take 2 more cycles. So big breathing in, glide your heart forward and up, drop belly. Big exhale, move to your cat, chin toward the chest. Eyes are open, look through lens. Beautiful. One more time. Lift the heart a little bit higher. Feel the skin stretch, throat open. Big breathing out. Find your cat pose, press away, exhaust the breath. To bring yourself into your child's pose. Draw the seat to the heels. Rest your belly on your thighs. Begin to walk your fingertips out. Drop the head down toward the earth. And find a full breath in. Deep exhale, seat to your heels. Keep going, expand lungs. And deep breathing out. Job one more time in child's pose. Breathe big. And full exhale. Then you can place a little bit more weight in your palms. We're going to make our way onto our belly at the top of the mat. So begin to slide forward, lying down. Legs will slide back behind you. Just crawl your hands beneath your elbows. Legs pull together. Find low cobra pose. Lift through the heart. And then as you exhale, begin to lower down. And you're going to walk your hands out in front of you so the elbows come beneath your shoulders. Hands are about shoulder distance apart. And we're going to set up for our Sphinx pose. So pull the legs a little closer together. Awareness of the feet pressing into the earth so your knees lift. You're going to pull your heart through the window of the arms. All right, keep the back of the neck long, pelvis pressing down. Starting to find sensation from the mid-back here. So feel a little crunched up in the low back. Right. Relax the pelvis into the earth. And then closing your eyes back down to move with feeling. Forearms pressing into your mat. Great big inhale. And deep exhale. That's it. Big breathing in. Take a full exhale out. Stay connected to your breath. Bigger exhale. And then allow yourself to keep going. At this point in the practice, forming deeper trust, right? Awareness, what your true, natural, sustainable breathing pattern is. Remembering we're striving for long, slow inhales and deep exhales. Inviting in steadiness and stillness and ease to both body and mind. Relaxing the shoulders a little bit more. Keeping the chin lifting lightly from the collarbone. Again, inviting ease and relaxation through the details. So relax the space between the eyebrows, corners of the eyes, and the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Keep going. Take a bigger inhale. And deeper exhales. Allowing the breath to move through your entire being. Supporting the exploration of the sounds of the mind, the heart. Sensations and opportunities within the body. You can lean in a little bit more. You lift the heart a little bit higher so the collarbone broadens, smiles. Begin with the shape, in the shape for another 30 seconds. So keep going, big breaths. Full exhales. Deep breathing in. Bigger breathing out. Good job, everyone. Last one, biggest breath. Full exhale. We're going to begin to release the shape. So coming back down onto your belly. I want you to make a pillow with your hands. Bring the elbows out to the sides. Turn the head over toward the right side. So left ear is down. Take a full breath in, eyes closed. Feel the heat of your, and deep breath. And breathe out. One more time. Big breathing. Exhale, let it go. And then go ahead, pick the head up, breath in. Exhale, move to the opposite side. So release the ear down. Head turning out toward the left. Big inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale, lungs expand. Full breath out. Let's do that once more. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, bring it back through center. Crawl your hands beneath your elbows once again. And you're going to peel it all the way back to your child's pose. So round through the spine, draw the seat to the heels. Allow your belly to rest on your thighs. Maybe the knees go wide here for you if that makes sense. So the knees can go to the outer edges of the mat. Feet will stay together. Forehead down on the earth. Stay connected, expand lungs. Breathe it all the way out. Let's do that one more time. So everyone, we're going to greet just a couple more shapes. So staying low, I just want you to begin to walk your hands in. So you can come up to sit on your heels. You draw the shoulders back and down. And then from here, you're going to roll out to one hip so that your sit bones rest on the earth once again. And you're going to slide your legs out in front of you. Sit bones grounded down on the earth. We're going to set up for a forward bend. So again, I invite you to grab any props that you have. If you have blocks or if you have any pillows, you're going to rest them between your legs. If you're using a pillow, you can take a soft bend to your knees. Place the pillow either on your thighs, try to avoid the kneecap if you can, or the shins. If you're using blocks, you can take the blocks between your knees. And I'd recommend you start at the highest height here. And again, you can use two, right? There's opportunity for you to go deeper into your forward bend. But legs will straighten out. Try not to lock out the knees, but keep a micro bend. Our legs aren't quite as warm from this practice here tonight. And we want to keep this passive and peaceful and not force in this exploration of both body and mind. So place your prop where you'd like, and we'll ground through our sit bones. Hands on your thighs, so you're not tempted to grab your feet and pull yourself over your legs, right? That's our yang energy. We want to stay passive within our yin. So take an inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, begin to hinge at your hips and forward fold. So your hands will stay soft, so maybe they're on your thighs, walking down to your calves, ankles, maybe toes. And not grabbing here, but using the hinging of the hips, as well as your supportive breath to find your deepest expression here tonight. Right, so your forehead will rest on the block. Maybe it's two. Give a little flex of the feet to feel an awakening through the hamstrings. And then wherever your hands landed, I want you to begin to release your hands to the sides of your legs. You can let your palms face out. Maybe find that you sat up a little bit as you did so, that's okay. Then this is where we want to dive in, so we're not grabbing and forcing. Close the eyes back down, take a big inhale. Allow yourself to forward fold as you exhale. Stay rooted through your sit bones, flex into the feet. Take an even bigger breath out, sink into the shape. That's it. Together one more time. Expand your lungs. Find a deep, deep exhale out. And then again, allow yourself to be still. Staying connected to breath. Again, gentle, non-judgmental awareness of where our minds are at here in this moment. Is this self-talk, this speak within, moving me closer to the space of intention that I set forth just a little while ago. Because each moment is an opportunity. We've been exploring this entire practice here tonight. So if we found that our awareness has drifted a bit, maybe the moment that we catch ourselves breathing a little bit shallow, right? We can readjust and realign that very next moment, that very next breath. Asking ourselves to breathe a little bit bigger. Exhale fuller. The mind and the heart stuff that we're leaning into. How can you readjust, realign, and elevate? And stay present in the shape. A little flex of your feet. A bit more ease to the shoulders, the back body. You're going to have about another 30 seconds here. So if you'd like to go a little bit deeper in the shape, maybe removing a prop. Maybe you're staying right where you are, right where can you sustain your breath? Find stillness when you arrive. Big inhale. And deep exhale. Take a full breath in. Deep, deep exhale. Job, everyone. One more time. Biggest breath. Allow your lungs to fully expand, expand, expand. Deepest breath out. Let it go, let it go. Let it go. And then we're going to begin to release this shape. Keep your eyes closed down. Find your hands on the earth for support. Begin to walk it in. Sit up tall. Place any props to the side. Take a big inhale. And deep exhale. Then you're going to gradually begin to bend into your knees. Pull them in toward your chest. We're going to wrap our arms around our shins. And we're going to make our way onto our back bodies for Shavasana. So again, if there's any external distractions in your space, if your phone is making noise, it's a great opportunity to turn it off. It's in this final shape that we'll explore together, where we rest, rejuvenate, and renew so that we have the stamina and the strength, right, to greet the rest of our yoga practice, right? The time spent off the mat, so our breath, right, these moments of moving through challenge of both body and mind, right? That strength, that perseverance really sinks in. So allowing yourself to lie back. You can begin to stretch out your legs. Let the feet go as wide as your mat. Begin to reach the arms out to the sides. Begin palms facing up, just like we began, but now with more ease. Close your eyes back down. Remember, your breath is here to support you. So everyone take a great big inhale. Sigh it out as you exhale, let it go. Big breathing in. And sigh out. Together. Find your biggest breath. Inhale. And exhale. Here, allowing the mouth to remain open. Relax the jaw. And allow your teeth to become separate. Begin to release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Soften the space between the eyebrows and the corners of your eyes. Let the forehead begin to unwrinkle. Relax across the hairline, the ears, the jaw. Again, remaining passive and peaceful here as we receive in this healing shape. If the desire to move creeps in, arrive at intensity through thought, right within mind, I want you to come back to your breath. Smooth and steady. Allow yourself to let go for a few moments. And I'll be here to close practice with you. I'll offer you here to either stay in Shavasana. Get up when it feels right to you. So if you're ready, you can begin to take a bigger breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again, take a bigger breath and come back into body. And deep exhale. Let's do that one more time. Take a bigger breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And then you can begin to welcome some movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Begin to roll out your wrists and your ankles. And then you can begin to draw your legs together. Rise the arms up overhead. Find a full breath in. Reach your fingers and toes. And then as you exhale, draw your knees in toward your chest. And wrap your arms around your shins. Rock a little bit back and forth, side to side. And then I'm going to meet you over on your right side body. Roll over. Again, stacking shoulders and hips. Use the arm as a pillow. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Before we rise to Sukhasana, I'm going to ask you to come back to a space of intention. And here, either staying with the intention you chose for this experience here this evening. Now, perhaps with a bit more clarity of mind, energy flowing freely within the body, that you use this divine energy, right? The discipline that it took to show up here and to move through the experience, to reset your intention, to perhaps shape the rest of your practice, right? Or time spent off the mat. Right? This is not a question, right? Or intention that you have to set here in this moment, but perhaps something to consider as you move through the rest of your evening before your head hits the pillow tonight. But you hold the power, right, to write your story, to create your reality. What do you desire? Placing a little bit more weight in your palm. We're going to make our way up to easy seat Sukhasana. Come up, stack your shoulders over your hips. Begin to cross up your legs. Hands can rest in your lap. Take a full breath in. And deep breathing out. And everyone, I thank you so much for joining tonight. The light within me honors and respects the light that resides within you. Again, I thank you for joining me, Christieanne, here tonight at Mind Movement for Yin Yoga. Blessings. Namaste.